All right. Good old 8 o'clock in the morning. Bring it, bring it, bring it on. I already saw that. Yeah. Good morning, Donnell. Only thing I saw that was getting up was beat. And you already know I already looking at the resistance level up here, 219, and just trying to see where it's gonna pull back to. Almost 5 million shares traded. What's up, Lori? I'm doing good. You know, just man, this week has been so busy. Oh my goodness, this week has been crazy. A lot of running. Yeah. 200 EMA on the daily, yeah. Let me look at the daily chart for beat. So yeah, beat closed yesterday at 125 and opening right around the 200 mark, which is 193. Want to see it kind of come down and find some type of bottom, maybe on the smaller time frames and continue. But let's look at that news as well. Heartbeam granted patent for 12 lead electrocardiogram patch monitor intended for detection of heart attacks and complex cardiac arrhythmias. Arrhythmias. So detecting heart attacks, that's pretty big. That could affect a lot of people. So I like the news, but definitely want to like the buying area, not trying to buy high. Lori, Lori, you can't be doing this. I'm supposed to be emotionless. But I miss you too, Lori. Appreciate your concern. Now I gotta kill my emotions. 95. Okay, so it had a previous. So let's look at this daily chart on beat. So the last time that it was up here, it had a top up here around the 237s, and then another double top all the way at the 4. So we'll just see if any of these previous support levels become resistance for it. Through a wick down here to 275. So maybe we'll see how the action is above the 225s and get that push. but still, like Donnell called out, this EMA or this is the SMA on mine, is going to be a nice holding point for it. The other one that I saw, the other ones that I saw was NRBO. It was low float, but just did not get any kind of follow through volume. It's even under it's even under 1 million shares in the float. And then where was that other one? ATXG was another one that I was watching before Beat, but then Beat came and stole the show, so Beat will be the main watch on today. But I do like that catalyst though. Let me see what phases they're going into. And Beat just had earnings as well. No, they didn't just have earnings. They had earnings last month on the 11th. Okay. Harbin receives decision grant. Mobile 3 led. Okay. So where could we expect this thing to pull back to? I really don't know. Being a low float, could pull back to the 175s or the 150s. But it has a nice little exploding hour candle here. Bottom of this hour candle is a low of the 133s. I highly doubt it's going to push all the way down there, but you know, anything can happen. Still got 5 million shares before I'm interested. I want to see that volume. I want to see a true storyline on this ticker. How do people really feel? Also, the SPY has still been going pretty flat. Um, Yesterday, it kind of entered a little channel here. Resistance up here at the 396. Bottom of this as support 391. So about 391 to 396 has just been bouncing in this little channel. Hasn't yet made a decision. Kind of sitting at the 50% halfway mark in between both sides right now. So we'll see what that wants to do as well. Okay, so on the 15-minute, we're seeing a short-term downtrend. We'll see how that holds up and if it can invalidate that. But step number one is identify a trend on the day. Preferably a downtrend. Yeah, I don't know if people are going to be watching NRB now with Beat on the watch list. NRB, though, is another low float. Their news was they have a license to its global exclusive development rights of DA 1241. It's metabolic therapies. So, how does that news cardio therapies metabolic therapies line up with like detection of heart attacks. I think the detection of heart attacks is a little bit bigger news, which is why the volume over here is kind of suffering. ATXG. News on the day. No real news on the day. The only news that it had this morning was about NRBO, and also its daily chart looks kind of nasty on ATXG as well. This had to be a reverse split for it to move from 656 all the way down here to 478. Had to be a reverse split. NRBO. And in NRBO, this is another nasty move down 63 down here to 16. So it could be unpredictable like that other stock we saw that was always popping. I forgot what it was, but it was doing moves like this. Had a big rip down, rip back, rip, but it was very unpredictable. So we want some good morning, Daniel B. Yeah, but NRBO nasty daily chart there. Not really interested in that. Even though it is sitting up at 26 right now. 26 is right under the body of this the top of this red candle here. 29 and then the fall from up here. So yeah, I don't know if I'm too interested in that one with the beat being up. But waiting on a pullback on beat. Nah, this week was just busy, Daniel B. Tuesday I was out of town, and then Wednesday I had an appointment that I forgot about and realized that I had on Tuesday afternoon. And I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So I had to go and get the whole medical deal taken care of, and so you know that was it. I literally forgot. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming Wednesday, yeah, and then I looked at the schedule. I was like, well. Good morning, One Life. What I'm thinking of doing, because a lot of times my setup comes like later on in the day, is just recording my actual trades and doing like separate videos, not like lives on that, but like recording the separate trades and putting those on the channel. Because a lot of times at the open, I just do not see my setup. But I do trade in the Discord. I'll share my screen in the Discord, and we trade all the time in the Discord. So if you're not a part of the Discord, you can get in there because sometimes it's kind of sporadic. I'll see something, I'll be like, "Ooh, I'm about to take a trade on this," or "Ooh, let's look at this," or something like that. And then I'll show my screen and take the trade. But I'm gonna try to do better at just recording them and put them on YouTube because I know everybody's not in the Discord and everybody doesn't use Discord. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best to get y'all some trades out here because I am trading during the day. Definitely am trading. Let's see. One Life is being in Tennessee now. Yes, he is, and yes, he made it by the skin of his teeth into Tennessee. I wish you. I don't know if he's gonna be stream. I don't know when he's gonna be streaming, but I wish he would tell y'all the story because he was quite aggravated, and you know things just didn't go his way, to say it short. Let's see. HH. Did I trade HKD? I haven't looked at HKD. I never trade HKD. Let me look at HKD. HKD up 36%. I wouldn't even touch this with the 20-foot pole because it has no volume. This thing has 110,000 shares in the volume. I couldn't touch it. I won't even touch Beat. Beat has 6 million shares in the volume. I'm not touching it. Doesn't have enough for me. I want to see some high relative. I want to see some volume that's like, oh my gosh, why in the world is this thing trading like this? And Beat is something on the day that has actual good-ish news with the heart attack detection. They're actually they have monitors to detect heart attacks. So I'm like, okay, that's looking like the best news on the day, maybe the best news on the week. But I'm just gonna see if I see my setup. If I don't, oh well. I'm okay with taking a no trade day. But yeah, beats with that heart attack detection, that can affect a lot of people. So I like that news. Um, One Life says I missed the guru. Daniel B says Hal Ben started his YouTube channel in September 25, 2019. He not even get 3 years survival. I mean, technically he's still doing stuff. He's still active. One Life said I heard he started truck driving. Nah, he ain't truck driving. He is not truck driving. Let's see. Um, yeah, yeah. It seems like he's been trading much longer on YouTube, but no, 2019. Let me see. Wanderer Me Squeet. HS Trader, you're lucky today. Our team gives you a promo code for 10 viewers for a whole day. Come visit us, get viewers pro, and we will take you to the top of Olympus on Twitch. Now I'm good. We will provide you with viewers and subscribers on YouTube. Now I'm good. TikTok, Instagram, and more. Have a good broadcast at HH Trader. Tired of advertising? We will help. Now I'm good. Let's see. Dane B, One Life, One Chance. Yes, earlier, but live streaming in September. Ben started trading in 2005. I don't know exactly what the storylines are. I know I started doing penny stocks in 2018, like the end of 2018. But yeah, I'm let HKD do his thing all by itself out there in the wilderness. The thing is, even though these things are gapped up, like HKD is up 36%, I'm not really, it has to meet other criteria. I mean, like we saw the other day, I think something was up 7,000% or something, but it was just a reverse split. It was like a 1 to 50 reverse split on some little stock, and it was up like 7,000%. I was like, "Yep, that's a trap." All right, takeaways from Goldman's Big Tech Conference. We got about 10 minutes to the bell. Kathy Wood goes on the biggest dip buying binge since February. This woman, this group, I don't know if it's a woman or a group of people that is under the name Kathy Wood, but these people be going in buying the dips, man. Sometimes they catch those falling knives though. Walmart and Target among 1,600 merchants calling for credit card fee law. Credit card fee law? What? See, this is why I don't shop like that. I just grow my own stuff. Merchants such as Target and Walmart signed on to a letter asking Congress to pass a law that will require options for the routing of credit card transactions over alternative networks, according to Wall Street uh, Journal. Let's see who introduced such a bill back in July. Said that alternative routing options would increase competition and lead to lower swipe fees when people use many Visa Inc. and MasterCard Inc. credit cards. Swipe fees for credit cards are higher in the United States than anywhere else in the industrialized world, more than 7 times as high as Europe. A group of more than 1,600 merchants said in their letter. The Journal reported Wednesday debit cards already carry a requirement for routing options in most cases. Okay, so yeah, we'll see what that wants to do. Calling for a credit card fee law. Great time to scoop up bargain stocks. Cash is no longer trash. I'm gonna send this to Ben. Cash is no longer trash. T-bill yields near 4%. I'm gonna put this in Discord. Let him review it and see if it aggravates him a little bit. Oops. Where is my Discord? He's gonna see the title, boy. He's gonna flip out. What are they talking about? Dropped it in Discord. I'll see what he says about it. Let's see. That's how much money Elon Musk reiterates his worst nightmare for the economy. Let's see. Warren Buffett using these dividend stocks. Okay, this was yesterday. Let's go to the latest news. Got about 7 minutes to the bell. AT&T CEO slams T-Mobile for his senior discounts marketing campaign. Amtrak working to quickly restore canceled trains after labor deal. Biden tells foreign investment panel to screen deals for data, cyber risks. Retail sales unexpectedly rise after drop in prior month. Duh, y'all brought gas prices down. Of course, retail sales are gonna go up. Duh. Let's see. Stock market news live. Atlantia sales hush tiff. U.S. retail sales increase in August. Again, duh. Blackout plans, and with gas coming down, more people can actually hop in the car with somebody else without having to pay a crazy fee. Blackout plans in play as Europe sees shortages. I think we'll be right. Whatever. Sky Bridge. Okay, let's jump over here to Benzinga. Tourism, hospitality industry experienced surge after travel restrictions lifted. Iron stock is tanking today. Whatever. Ethereum merge happens. Another crypto sees unexpected 66% rally. Vitalik Buterin. Okay, whatever. Let's go to briefs, and then we'll check out what kind of IPOs are coming out. ADM, PepsiCo joined forces on projects to significantly expand regenerative agriculture. Adobe to scoop this leading online design startup for $20 billion in a cash and stock deal. Samsung goes big on its carbon neutral goals. Okay. Be your own model. Arm bags, Nvidia as its first customer for new processor chip. Aurora Mobile clocks 14% revenue decline in Q2. Anything else? Here is that NRBO shares surge on licensing equity investment pack, but that news is just not going to beat. All right, let's go over here to IPOs real quick. IPOs, we got, today is the 15th, we got CRBG, we got Third Harmonic Bio, and those are the only two today. CRBG. And then Third Harmonic. THRD. Okay. Then for earnings, what we got out here? We got Adobe with earnings. Last year's report date was 9/20, the 21st. Adobe coming out. Let's see what else. Any other standouts? Oh, I'm not really seeing any other standouts here. Let's look at Friday then. Hustle coming out with earnings at some point. They don't really have data there. Hustle is always moving with INDO, so we'll have to see what oil does over the next couple of days to see what Hustle's going to be pushing up to. All right. I think Hustle is already in my watch, I think. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on it. INDO still down here at the bottom as well. Hustle 430s. Let's go look at oil real quick. So right now, oil is at the 86, coming back down to that 85 level. Good. Took a little dip down here to the 81. Bounced back up. Looking like it wants to break back through this 85 level. Still on this nice little downtrend though. Just riding it down. Let me go back. Okay. Yesterday, the SPY just went kind of flat. It was like a kind of dead in the water type deal. We have about 30 seconds to the bell. And on the watch, we got Beat. Looking for pullbacks on that one. Has a high during pre-market up there to the 219s. It is the biggest volume mover with what I think is pretty good catalyst, but I want to buy a dip and not the highs. Looking on the 4-hour chart over here on this one, we can see, yeah, high of 219-ish. And then another little markup to 205. So a nice little, what looks like descending right now, but I really want to see it drop some more. All right, the market's just opened. We got Beat going up, but I'm looking for a nice little failure here. Beat is the only thing out of these that is still green though. $202, man. Come on and crash out. You know you want to. Spy tried to peek his head green, but you know, we'll see if it can continue in this little channel that it's been in. I think a nice little test area will be down here around that 391 to 390 area today. And then we'll get a nice little bounce back into this channel if it wants to continue sideways. NRBO, still very low volume. I mean, it's moving big there, but the news just isn't there, man. Beat coming on down, going red on the day. Let's see how much you want to dive Beat. NRBO jumped up here to the 29s. Had two gap ups, a gap after market, and then a gap coming into, or actually, what time is this? Yeah, after market, and then another one at pre-market. So looking like it wants to push on up. Only 2 million shares traded on it. Beats holding its own as well, holding small green here, but still looking for it to dump. So we got a nice little resistance area in here. I put support line right here. And maybe over the next couple of days, it'll come back up here and test the $2. We'll see what kind of pullback it does. I hope it does a harsh pullback, but maybe it'll just grind down. ATXG up 4% as well. 5 million shares traded. NRBO snapping down there. Like I said, light volume. Nobody wants to hold light volume on a low float. So there it goes, going on down. See, if it had a higher float, higher market cap, a little bit more worth on it, it may hold. But low float, man, you might lose your whole. Let's see, ATXG reached the top up here of the 630s yesterday and did it again during pre-market. So we'll see if it continues to make lower highs. Beat trying to hold up the $2, but still not interested. Has not pulled back enough for me. If it just goes, then it's not going to do anything I wanted to do today. Can we see a obvious trend with rejection from the trend line is what I want to see. SPY has got to hold 390. Yep, that's what I was looking at too. That 390 level is coming into. It's been down there twice. Well, actually, no, it's been down there multiple times during the last couple of days. Yeah, if it starts to break that 389, that 389 was the push down last time. Let me see back here. Yeah, 390 is the spot that it's gonna need to hold up. Beat up to 213. Still waiting for this harsh rejection. Coming back up to the top side here of the 220s. Let's see if it makes a lower high under the 219s here. Nope, 223. Very quick little push there to a fail. That breakout was from the 217 up here to the 223. So not a huge breakout there. But it is green on the day. So now we'll see where it wants to hold. Plenty of volume as well. And our BO failing. Beat is the only thing that I see that's over 10 million shares traded right now. That's a low float. Or a micro float, rather. Me and Rooster, we were trading GOVX the other day, and I was trading in the lows, and I was like, dude, look at the level twos on this thing. Level twos, we saw people buying in the dip 40,000, 60,000 shares. I'm talking about in one order going through 40,000, 60,000 shares in the dip. I was like, somebody's accumulating here. And it got popping. Actually, yeah, that was a nice little winning trade on that one as well on GOVX the other day. I'm gonna wait for that other one to dip. But yeah, we were watching it in this dip right here. Came down and it was just holding and holding, and people were buying it up. And I just got in right in here at the 156, and it ripped on up there to the 175. So that's what I'm looking for, to identify where that accumulation phase is happening in the lows. But right now, this is the accumulation phase on the highs for shorts. So I am not interested. ATXG showing a little bit of strength here. And $2 may be the test down point for this thing. We'll see how it holds the $2 when it does come down. If it doesn't come down too aggressively to that $2, because too much momentum may push it on through. ATXG pumping on through that high as well, up 15% into a halt on ATXG. So now we'll see if they can be in direct competition. Beats pulling back off of that high of the 234s. Resistance. Let me pull this back up. See this daily chart here. So on TOS, as I had identified earlier, this top here, 240, right under the 240s here, this previous one back here is where it just tried to get to and failed. But it is so green on the day. I think it still has potential to continue to push. It is above the 200 SMA, simple moving average, and starting to look okay under this first test of the 240. So I'm just looking for a pullback. And for it to stay green on the day. For it to go red today, it will have to get under the 197s. Waiting for ATXG to come back alive as well. And also, I see another one up, AMTD. But this one is a higher float. So if you don't like the chop, I don't know if this one will be one for you. But yeah, let me look at the actual news on AMTD. Up 17%, 11 million shares traded. I don't see any relative news on it. Why vintage wine estate shares tumbled 40%. Okay. Okay, so they don't have fundamental news. It says the shares are going higher despite no news. Okay, so yeah, this one is one that I don't want to touch. Go ahead and take AMTD off of there. Right now, AMTD top two movers are Beat and AMTD, and then we have ATXG coming on up. But these other ones, not really interested in on the day. Oil coming down to the 85s. Come on down, buddy. Come on, crack those 85s again. Beat coming down to the 209. So we have our resistance level up here. We'll see if it can push back under the 198s and see how far it can get on down there. Only up 6% right now, giving a nice little pullback. And I don't like this trend anymore. I'd rather set it up on the hour chart, so this trend is invalid as well. All we have is support and resistance, but I want to identify a nice downtrend on this one. SPY getting on up to the 393s. It did have a little bit of a gap down here to the 394s. So will it fill this gap today back up to the 395s? NRBO absolutely dried up in volume. Didn't even get 1 million shares on any of the candles today. Right now we see red on the 5-minute. We'll see if that transitions to the higher time frames onto the 15 and onto the hour chart for a nice little pullback. Right now the 90 MA is at the 150 on the hour chart, so it's got quite a ways that it can pull back. So just gonna be tentative and see if it can hold green on the day. Right now on the daily chart though, this is what it's looking like. It was up here around this 234, has given back about 20 cents and back within this initial range of from the 219 to the, what was the bottom of that range? 198. ATXG, is this a 5-minute halt? It should be on halting soon. ATG or XG halted at the 38.29. So yeah, it should have halted already. So this must be a 10-minute halt. Maybe a 48.29 open. There it is. Just opened up there. There's the push. There's the push. 20s. Nice FOMO movement. Almost 10 million shares traded. Let's see what that 10 million looks like. Almost a 10 million here. Just another million traded. Do people really believe in it? ATXG, the news on this one was no news on today, actually. Okay. So no news on today, kind of just a bull trap, basically. Probably gonna end up flooding down, but I'm keeping my eye on Beat as it continues to come down slowly and everyone forgets about it. That's what I'm looking for. But I don't want it to run out of volume though. It does need to continue to be traded. 25 million shares traded on it right now. You got back in GOVX this morning. Let's look at where it's at. Up 140, and of course we have to watch SIGA if we're gonna watch GovX. So SIGA right now is at 1286. Had a little bit of a pop back up. Came down here and tested this bottom 1237. We'll see if it can pop back up there. But if it can, Gov will probably follow it. If it can't, SIGA is pretty much its mother beats coming back up. Let me see. Let me read some of these chats. Beat one. Oh man. Let me see. Watching Oxy beat. Let me see. HKD to $57. HKD. One Life called out earlier. You think it's definitely doing something. I just don't trust. Look at this thing. This thing is showing one share, one share being filled, one share for a $200 move. Move from 250. It's not even halted. That's the crazy thing. It's not even halted. Who would buy this right now? It's not even halted. This is the motion that you can expect from something like HKD. All right. ATXG, nice little pullback now. Reliable said he's risking 10 cents on GOVX. GOVX got to get that volume to get any kind of push today. I did see some more monkeypox news. They did have a monkeypox death somewhere that they were investigating. I forget where they were investigating, but they had a death. So maybe it'll stir back up, but maybe today isn't the day for it. It's just got to get some volume, and it's in competition with Beat right now. And so I don't know. It's in competition with ATXG and Beat, and they are what, almost 5x the trading volume here. So maybe not for a day trade, but maybe for something like a swing or something, more of a swing. I told you it was gonna come on down for better price. I told you, I was like, bro, I don't know, man. This thing, the way it's trading today, is feeling like it's gonna come on down for better prices. SIGA continuing up to the 13s. Tested down here. NRB dropping on through the floor. Doing the first gap. Well, it had a 15-minute gap fill as well. Down here to the 2133s. But it is breaking down everything right now. So 20, 21, 25 breakdown is not going to be looking good. Plus, it's already down 15% on the day. So all of that's bad. ATXG, they're finally sitting on that. It had no news or no reason to be up. So, yep, let it die. Then I'm going to take off HKD because it is trash. Let's see. Reliable says I had a nice trade on it yesterday. Said if it holds this range, I'll get back in. Hustle filled the gap up from yesterday morning. If it holds higher low, could be a solid entry. again, it depends. If gas is coming down, I'm telling you, if gas is coming down, Hus and INDO are late followers. They will come down on you. You get in there and gas, they're late followers. They don't look like they're gonna come down, but let gas keep dropping. Let oil keep dropping. I mean, not gas. Oil at 85, right at the 86 level right now. Hustle gap fill at 415, already a 10-cent move. I didn't get the entry, but nonetheless worth the watch. What gap did it fit? Did it fill on the daily chart? Let me look on the daily chart. Hustle on the daily chart. What gap fill are you looking at? Now I see a little gap here from 437 up to the 450s. What time frame are you looking for your gaps? Unless you're talking about this one back here, but this one's been filled, and this 371 up to the 398, that one's filled all in here. I don't know. All right, ATGX giving up the ghost. Beats coming under $2. Nice little drop, and this is what we want to see. We want to see those shorts win on something with some good news. Bring it down, baby. Bring it down. Beat is going red on the day. I may look for it for trades on another day after it kind of figures out a bottom, but I'm thinking beat is gonna be a nice one to trade at some point. Maybe today. Maybe I'll take a small trade on today and see what it wants to do, but just giving it time, pushing back into two levels where it failed out of, pushed up into this 234 above the 219 and got pushed back into it, and then the original was 219 to 198, and it's we'll see how it holds that 198. Still green on the hour bar. We have not seen the shorts win enough for me to be interested in an entry. GOVX, where did Hustle go? And then I think One Life had called out, what was it? Oxy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think I got them all now. All right, so let's look over at Oxy as well. Oxy had a little bit of a gap down on the 5-minute. Let's see, 15-minute as well, and the hour. So a little gap down there to the 66, had a small little pop. It is red on the day. We'll see if it can come back green. 65s had a nice little dip down here. Held this level. The bottom is the 65s is where it kind of held. So we got a little range in here from the 65 up to about the 625s. We'll see how it holds above that range. If it can start breaking this, it may have another leg down. We'll see. But we also have to look at the hour chart, which is indecision to the top of this hour chart. Have to see where this closes in about 30 minutes. All right, NRBO still down big. ATXG. Beat coming on down. Come on down. Fall. So now we've identified some resistance up here. Previous resistance levels. Let's see if he can get some momentum to the downside. And yeah, as of now, I'm not interested in that one because of the way it's behaving. Siga trying to get over the 13s and hold. GOVX also doing the same type of movement. Still low volume on those two. Hustle came down here into this previous level of the 416s, popped back up a little bit, but oil is just sitting at that 86 in a downtrend. So I'd be very careful with that one. Very, very careful. Beat breaking on down. NRBO. Big red on the hour chart, red on the 15-minute, trying to come back green on the 15-minute. Oxy almost back green on the day as well. Small breakout there on Oxy. 65.76 up here to the 65.79s. Only a 3-cent little break. Let me look at the sizes. Where's all the size here? Where's the biggest size? So I see something at 64.50. Somebody's sitting way down at 64.50. Okay. But no huge sizes going through on the tape or anything there. Hustle getting flip-floppy. Siga took a little dip there, and GOVX should be following with that dip. Yep. Beats coming down under the 190s. Coming down to this previous bottom. I don't really trust this 5-minute bottom. What's the bottom of this grid? Low of 125. Wait, is that right? Low of 192. So it's just bouncing here. I don't think this is enough to call this a true move down yet. Give it some time. ATXG hit a top up here of the 752s for resistance. And we'll see how it handles trying to re-enter this level here at the 625s. But remember, this one has no news. On the 13th, you said on the 13th. Let me look at the 13th on Hustle. September 13th. What he was talking about. Let's see. September. Wait, are we still talking about Hustle? Yeah, Hustle. Gotta be looking. What time frame are you? Let me see what time frame you're looking at. 10 cents. What's up, Lauren? I didn't even see you jump in here. Marksman 51015 please write to me in private messages. Okay. We have a Discord you can reach out to me in. If you get in a Discord, you can private message me or whatever. Let me go and to get that link. Okay. Here is that link to the Discord. Okay, dang B, one life. I'm 1K up on A firm, nice. But I'm not selling. Let's look at A firm. Whoops. See ATXG giving up the ghost. Beat coming down. Just no obvious trend yet on the hour chart. It's a small trend on this. If you wanted to play like short term trend possible reversals. I mean, but this one is kind of weird. I mean, it could pop back up here to the 208s, but is that worth it? Not to me. A firm. What was I looking at? Hustle. DB, I'm in Oxy and Rivian. RIVN. Rivian had a little bit of a gap down. Came up. Tried the gap fill. Created a lower high. And it's on its way down. And yeah, if when you're in the Discord and if you need help with anything, I can literally walk you through whatever you need. I can share my screen or whatever, and we can walk through whatever technical difficulties you're having or questions that you have. But see, as for now, I think I got all those top volume movers accounted for. So this is what my scans are looking for right now. In the micro floats, we only have beat, low floats, ATXG, nothing in the mids, and then AMTD, CCL, Tesla, FFIE, AMD, and Store there in these high floats. Rivian, A firm killing the game, man. A firm ripped out of there up here to this okay, ripped up there to the previous top there, 2450s, right into that what is that, the 50 EMA. Nice little rip back through. So that could be a sign of strength, especially if it starts holding those 2450s, getting over all of them, looking bullish. ATXG taking its time around the VWAP. I'm thinking it still got some room to come down. Big topping tail candle right here they just completed. I know it's not going to be able to create any new highs here. So the probability that it's going to create a new low is very high on the close of this candle. Beat just sitting here flat. I'm still not interested. GOVX, did oil ever get down through those 85s? It's grinding its way down. Just grinding slow. So beat giving that pump back up here to the trend. This kinda obvious trend here, but I think it's gonna continue down after this little pump up. That little touch there. So that little pump up there was from the 94s up to the 208s, and I'm thinking we're gonna see a nice little failure here. Don't know the probability of it making a new high here, which is up at there at the 234s on the hour chart. Thinking it's gonna create a new lower high. And there's a touch on VWAP, and shorts want to take a little position there. A little bit of a push, but I'm thinking we're going to see a nice little pullback here, getting those longs in there. Snapping back to VWAP. Somebody's entering there. Where's the bids? Let's see what sizes. We got 20,000 shares out there at the 213. Let's see if they want to start to sell under the bid. Then it's going to pick up momentum to the downside, and we may be able to identify some sort of trend. Rivian going from red to green, pulling those red to green moves here. Very short term though. Never know where it could go. A-Firm did get up here above the 250s there. Still looking bullish. Breaking all of the EMAs there. We'll see where that hour candle closes. Beat. Having some struggles here, trying to hold this little level. VWAP is at the 210, so it only got 4 cents away from VWAP. I'm thinking this thing can still come down some. Even though it is pushing, still looking like it's creating a lower low. Reached the top there of the 218. Previous top was the 221. So the 220 area is that's the halfway point of this previous level that it got pushed out of. That 219, 220 level is where it's retesting and finding some failure there. Closing this 5-minute candle in 30 seconds on beat. And there's our failure of VWAP on a lower high. Let's see if it can continue to push down back towards this $2. Opening a new candle. Will it be able to make a new high here? Looks like a little bit of a double top on the 5-minute. We'll see if that transitions to the higher time frames. High 217, 217 double top. Will it pull back below the 210s is the question. A lot of these things are holding their greens though. Rivian, nice and green. Let me see. You were long Oxy and Oxy long and Rivian short. So I think I think this is a good short on Rivian. Definitely not looking the most bullish, especially with the gap down day. A firm still holding up, and like I said, this one was definitely bullish. Oxy. Hustle ended up going down. Oh, oil's going down. Oil is going down as well. Makes sense. Siga holding. Beat with a very small breakout of this double top. Got those hopeful people in there for that double top break, but this thing is still super high. It hasn't done a pullback for big buyers to get in yet. So pulling back under that 217 with heavy resistance. I'm thinking it's going to come on down and continue these legs down on this lower high. The high here was 221. It touched 219. So 219 was the original high point during pre-market, causing it some definite problems here. $39,000 shares there, 211, 37,000, 38,000. Will we get this breakdown of VWAP at 210? Need to break this, or this might be a short. So I don't know if that's a short or a long, but they need to break that 210 down. 35,000. Up, disappearing there. Yep, disappeared. Okay. Those got filled on a lower high. There was some short-term opportunity there, but I'm looking for something a little bit better than that little short-term. This was what, 90 cents up to like maybe a 10-cent winner there. ATXG trading back and forth. Continue to find their resistance right under the 675s. Rivian exploding there. Back up to the 40s. We'll see if it can get bullish. I mean, not get bullish, if it can get back short bias. A firm doing its thing. Okay. So yeah, Rivian is green on the day now. Seems to be trying to find some sort of upward momentum. It may actually have to do the gap fill before it really gets really gets short bias. The gap fill up here is the 475s, and then the top is a 41. So We have to see a test of that gap fill and then that continuation downwards possibly. Okay, so now beat again, struggling, closing up these ranges here on the 210, looking for it to dive through the 210. 28,000 sitting there at the 210s. 28,000 over here on the 212s. Let's see if this 28,000 starts to disappear here. 24s, 13s, yep. So yeah, 208s or 210s disappeared quickly, popped back up there, but I don't know if new buyers are going to enter here. Does not need to make a new low. High right now is the 219. Two tens becoming a little bit of a problem for the shorts. So we want to see them fight through that 210 and really start to win downwards. Rivian continue to push up above the previous open. They're not previous open, but back into this gap fill basically. 40-30s up to the 40-60s. A firm touched the top at 25.10. And now the question is, can it hold, or how will it hold over the 24.50s? SIGA pushing on up over the 13s now. We should see some reaction over at GOVX as well with SIGA, especially if SIGA holds the 13s here. Yep, there goes some buyers into GOVX. And all it needs to do is basically just start holding the 150. But we'll see what SIGA wants to do. SIGA came up and touched this 20-day on the hour chart. Or 20, I guess this would be 20 hours. Previous 20 hours. Beat finally making its way down through the 210s. Needs to break a new low of the 203s to get going downwards. Still have not identified a true downtrend here, so I can't do anything with this. Kind of just going flat, and I don't like that. Where did the SPY go? SPY up to 395s here. So yeah. So right back in this channel, holding up those 390s so far. ATXG going down. Beat, man. Getting a lot of longs here at VWAP. They're going to crash it, though. The longs are about to feel the burn here. So watch this breakdown. Nothing but lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. What's the probability of this thing coming up and breaking 216 now? Let's see. What big buyers will be buying right here? I see the next big level is at the 207s here. So that's not good. They moved down from the 210s to the 207s. So let's see if, and the big size over here on the ask is the 220s. So let's see if the 220 starts to slip their size down as well to the maybe the 215s. Just move down 5 cents. Move that wall down. But right now, this is way too much sideways action. I'm going to take this trend off because it just doesn't make sense anymore. Need a more obvious trend to trade. Rivian, a firm, still above the 2450s. Oxy coming on back down. Siga with a nice little dump down. It's crazy. A lot of faking and going on here in the market today. See this size back here at 220. Can we see it move down to the 215? And then the other size that was at 207 has decreased as well. And I see a size down here at the 195 with 10,000 shares sitting out there. So that's the next biggest size. And that's assuming, that's not taking into consideration the things that are hidden on the level 2. So this is only what I can see. There may be something, you know, before it gets there to this 195, but as of now, 195 is where the next big size is on my level 2. So we'll see what it wants to do here. This hour counter is going to be closing in 7 minutes, so it's definitely going to be forming a lower high here. ATXG, just a sideways boomer as well. A firm, Rivian. Rivian took a little bit of a dump down there. Beat finally ready to give up the ghost. So I said the level was the 195s down here. It's headed to that 195 quite quickly. We'll see what it looks like at 195. It's like somebody else jumping in at 197, but 195 was the area at first. So this hour candle is about to close as well. The bottom of this hour candle is the 190s. So if it gets down to the 195, I mean, what's another 5 cents, right? Pretty sure it can get some momentum downward here. Going red on the day as well on beats. So it may be one just to keep on watch. I'll add it over here. Beats. Maybe for after it figures out what it wants to do. But as of now, picking up a little bit too much momentum to the downside. All right, so I have 5 minutes left on the stream. Again, we do have a Discord that you can come into. I am super active in the day trading Discord because I'm usually trading stocks during the day. We also have the DLA DAO Discord. If you're interested in crypto, if you're interested in our crypto project, you can check that out. Also, we have the Framer Fortune Network, which are other channels in the network that produce content, and you will also see those content creators in the Discord, which is Reliable Rudy. We have Stunks and Chumps Gaming. We have a couple more members in our Discord as well that you'll see pushing out content. The Framer Fortune Media Network channel is its own YouTube channel as well. It's basically like a centralized hub for all of the channels. So whenever anybody posts, it goes on there. Framer Fortune. If you want to learn more about crypto, you can check out the Framer Fortune Crypto channel, YouTube channel. We also have a Framer Fortune Home channel. Trying to think anything else. I'm gonna keep my eye on Beat. It may or may not offer opportunities today. It's just doing a lot of playing to the downside, but I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe not this week. Maybe next week will be the week for it. But I do like the news with the monitoring and the identification of pre-heart attack symptoms. That is pretty interesting. But everything else kind of got choppy, sideways chop. We did see the SPY getting on off of there. We saw a couple of the movers like, oh, well, never mind. The SPY coming back down. I was saying good things about the SPY, but okay, prove me wrong. Never mind. So we were seeing good things on or we were seeing things on A Firm and Oxy. I don't know what's causing the SPY to do this right now. Let me go and look. I don't understand. Russia gas. Let me pull this up. Give me one sec. Okay, so the SPY taking a absolute nosedive. White House issued statement. No, I want to see what happened just recently. 8 o'clock, 8:16 U.S. expected. Fed manufacturing, business inventories month over month. I don't see anything here. Maybe it's something on the NQ. Maybe some news on the NQ. What caused the SPY to do this? Actually, let's go look at the NQ. If the SPY is doing it, let's see what's the NQ looking like. I mean, the NQ isn't doing anything crazy down. I mean, it just moved down a little bit, coming into this 12,000 again. That was some very harsh movement down. U.S. stocks open lower. U.S. stocks turn higher. Investors face poor macro backdrop, limited choices. Here's what Barclays says they should do now. Gold prices here hit a 2-month low as dollar yields climb. U.S. stocks open higher as investors react to data deluge deal to avoid railway strike. Okay, I don't know. I'll just have to continue looking into it. I don't know what caused this right here, but if you're gonna continue trading, be careful. Keep your head on a swivel. Um, that's crazy. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, I'm about to shut it down and get to some more work. Again, you can check me out in the Discord. That's where if I see anything to trade, and that's where I post like dip my scans and post what I'm watching and things like that in the Discord. In the day trading chat. Now there are other chat rooms in there for forex and um, for we have a general discussion. We have the crypto. We have different chats in there, so you can be a part of any of those. If you have something specifically for me, you can either direct message me or you can just add me your question in any of those, and I'll see it. But yeah, that is it for today. Um, Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you're on Twitch, don't forget to hit that follow button. If you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you really enjoy the content, hit the subscribe button. And as always, getting ready to shut this thing down. One Life, I wish you luck in your A firm and your Rivian and Oxy trade. And Daniel B still A firm is above the 2450. So you know, as long as it holds there, it still looks bullish to me. But anyway, you have your own strategy. So y'all have a good one and be careful in the markets. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.